Adam, 2-0 today. A lot of players who haven't played for a while. Did they do themselves justice?
You want them all to do well. You're praying for the likes of Pereira and Fred to do really well today. They've had the chance, but in fairness, they didn't really do that good, did they?
They didn't, yeah.
They had all that midfield had a bad game today. The front line all pretty poor today, but the overwhelming feeling coming from that today is that the second string isn't that good. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit of a worry because, like I said, we wanted them to do well, but they just didn't. And to be honest, Reading were probably the better team today. In all fairness, they passed the ball well, but I'm just trying to stay positive. In fact, that it's like it was a second string team.
Yeah, and that's probably why the fluidity wasn't there.
Yeah, it was too many changes today, too many young players, but they all got a shout. We won the game at the end of the day, but that's all that mattered in the FA Cup. The big one's next week. Try and progress more in the league. It feels like at this stage now, it feels like the honeymoon period's like that stops now.
Yeah.
It just feels like that today. Right now.
Newcastle, we had to grind it out, and that was a positive performance in the end, given it wasn't like the first 3 games. But today, again, we've gone down in performance again. We've got the win, but rung in the changes. But that Tottenham game, that's where it lies now, isn't it?
Yeah, the Newcastle game and today is sort of like it just like the fun time's over now.
Yeah,
it's time to. We've had a look at a few players. A few players have come in today that are obviously I think cannot start. To be honest, I'm never going to be.
Who do you mean?
I'm never going to be fully confident with this team when Phil Jones is playing at the back. I just can't have that guy in my team. I'm sorry. I know
he's probably going to have to play. Yeah.
We're short at the back. I understand that, and it's a squad game. Today we just a few of them weren't good enough today. Lukaku got his goal today, but again,
what did you make of his performance?
He got his goal and did nothing else.
Yeah.
I would say the guy next to me was saying Sanchez cannot play with Lukaku. I mean, no one can play with Lukaku really. He doesn't really link well enough. He's a sort of box striker, and he always gets his goal. He's still our leading goal scorer this year. I can't understand that at all because he doesn't bring much else to the team, but he bags the goal every now and then, doesn't it? It just keeps him in there.
Does it prove that with his performance, does it prove that why Rashford has to lead the line and why we look better with him in it?
Exactly that. Rashford has to be our main striker. Rashford. Martial has to start, and hopefully Alexis isn't injured and he can start on the other side. Or it's Lingard. You know what I mean? Mato today, he was probably the one quality touch on the ball. A bit of experience there, a bit of quality. I mean, Pereira and Fred have got it. We've seen it in the past, but today I think they were just trying too hard.
Do you think? Be honest. Do you think Fred will come good because we want to see him getting more game time, and he hasn't had a consistent run. Today he was very poor. I mean, the last game he played when he got taken off, he was poor. Yeah. Have we got him all wrong?
I don't know. You know, you want him to do. I've been shouting out for him to get his games.
Same. Yeah.
And he's been crap. It's not been good, let's be honest. And you think there's a player there. I mean, I watched this guy at Shakhtar kicking ass, and I'm thinking Champions League standard, not. Yeah, I know that league's not great and everything, but in Champions League,
and a lot of good players have come from there. Mkhitaryan, Willian, Fernandinho himself.
He's got something there, isn't he? But again, is it? I mean, United can make or break. You can't. We've seen quality players come here and just die on their ass. I mean, I give everyone a season, maybe a season and a half to get going. I mean, is he going to get a chance? We don't know what's going to happen in the summer, but I mean, I was praying more for Pereira today, to be honest.
And he didn't shine as well?
Him and McTominay were struggling in there. Reading made it hard for us, but it was, I mean, they're crap, aren't they? All the good was going to change, but they passed the ball well out of defence, and they basically just came out for their day out today, which probably wasn't as up for it as we have been in previous games, and like that many changes, you've got to expect a bit of a downturn in form there, really, but it's still a positive going through. All we're thinking about, I know I was thinking about in that game was Tottenham next week.
Yeah, I mean, that game, is it a must win or must not lose?
I don't think we can afford to lose it, but it's still early doors, to be honest. But I think we can take Tottenham. I do. I've seen weaknesses in Tottenham's team. It's just, I'm a bit gutted that it's FA Cup week this week and they can rest all their best players and then be fresh, because their main issue is burnout. We've seen it in the past, but they're all going to be fully fit, ready for the United game. In theory, it should really be a good game next week.
Hopefully we don't go 1-0 down after 10 seconds again.
Oh, well, let's ask Phil Jones about that.
Exactly.
He'll have something to say about that. But no, we've just got to be, if we're in the game at Wembley, then we've got a better chance of winning it. And it's just, if we're still in the game going into the second half, not too far out of it, then we'll beat Tottenham. I know we can beat them. I mean, we owe them one anyway, don't we? So, and obviously, another positive on today, I was going to mention it before, with Chong coming on as well.
Good, isn't it? Good. He's staying true to his word, Ollie, and giving people chances.
Yeah, I was a bit gutted we didn't see Greenwood today. I don't know if he's injured or something's happened to him. I was looking forward to seeing him today, but no, I was well chuffed with Chong coming on today. It was a highlight of the game for me, definitely today.
Nice one. Cheers, Adam.